What's up guys, Davinger122 and it's a new card discussion day! Code of the Duels is turning out to be a really interesting set. Not only is it going to introduce Link summoning, which to my knowledge, or at very least expand upon it if a starter deck's doing it first. I don't actually remember, don't quote me on that. It's introducing some really interesting cards that have some really cool effects that's going to change the way the game is played. And today's card is no exception. It's called Boogie Trap, or Boogie Trap, or I don't know. It's a spell that says you can discard 2 cards to target 1 trap in your graveyard, set it to your side of the field. That trap can be activated this turn, but you can only use this spell once per turn, by name, so it's a hard once per turn. That's actually a really cool effect that lets us do some really fun stuff. The first thing that comes to mind is all of the limited traps on the Forbidden Limited list. Of all the cards that get limited, spells and traps seem to have the biggest card pool because they are extremely easy to use. You don't need to summon them, you don't do this, that, or the other thing, so they're a little harder to balance. So there is some really cool one-offs, 2-off traps that are on the ban list. It'd be cool if you could get off more than once. Eradicator Epidemic Virus is a really cool card, as well as Imperial Order. Besides letting us use one-off traps over again, it does have some interesting utility with other cards. The first thing that comes to mind is Foolish Burial with Belongings, or Foolish Burial Goods, or whatever the hell we ended up calling it. I don't even actually know. This is essentially a Foolish Burial card that lets you pitch 1 spell or trap from your deck to your grave, which means if you have a very important trap that you'd like to activate, you can use this new Boogie Trap crap in order to activate it this turn. That's really cool. Now, before everyone gets on a big fit about how the card's broken, it's going to ruin the game, we do have to look at the card from an advantage standpoint. It is a -2. You use 3 cards to use it and you only get 1 back, and that one has to be a trap in the graveyard, which you're going to then probably immediately use again, so it's kind of a -3 overall. That is a ton of advantage to lose, so the trap you're getting back better be continuous, or whatever it does, absolutely debilitate your opponent. Something like Vanity's Emptiness would have been an amazing target for this, because if your opponent outs the Vanities, you could just get it back and you'd be in a great position, even though you've nagged yourself really hard for it. But because Vanities, which is probably one of the best targets for this thing, is now banned, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see if anyone can figure out any cool loops with it, but I'm curious to know if anyone's even going to actually play the card. Like I said, that's a lot of advantage to use, even though it's a really, really cool effect. Anyway guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Boogie Trap. It's a really cool little spell card, and I'll be interested to see if anyone actually ever uses it in the upcoming formats. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and remember guys, if you don't troll the meta, who will? I will see you guys next time.